Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Midnight Channel. My name is Kuro, and today we'll be discussing a game that has been out for a while, Marvel's Spider-Man. So, fair warning, there might be spoilers ahead. I don't think I will discuss the ending of any particular. I'll be basically speaking more about the world building that this game does and what will mean for the rest of the franchise moving forward. One of the developers, I believe the director actually, had an interview a while ago, and he was discussing how this Marvel game, the Spider-Man game, will be basically the Iron Man of the franchise moving forward. And this is fairly interesting because if you recall a couple of maybe a year ago, on E3 or two ago, Square Enix announced that they are actually working on the Avengers game. So will this be connecting to that one? I believe it will. And one of the reasons why I believe so is as you are walking around Manhattan, you will find the Avengers Towers. And not only the Avengers Towers, but you'll find a lot of different, what you would call Easter eggs, such as the different defenders, such as Luke Cage and, the rest of the gang. And you'll really just find so many of them that you eventually start to wonder, are they building up this game full of Easter eggs, or are they really hinting future games and future a way that they'll make the franchise more alive and bigger? And I believe they will. Maybe this was the first game, and maybe there's another game coming out before the Avengers. Who knows how they'll do it. One thing for sure to know is the world building in this game was just fantastic. There are so many things to discover, but at the same time, so many little details that really make the world feel more alive, more bigger. If you remember any of the Spider-Man movies before the newer one, Homecoming, it felt rather isolated, just like the X-Men movies. They are obviously, a lot of people know that the X-Men in the comics are in the same world as the Avengers or Spider-Man, but in the movies they are isolated. They are by themselves, and sometimes it kind of feels empty, oddly enough. Especially in the Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man being a character that interacts with the different Marvel properties, especially with the Fantastic Four, Wolverine, the Avengers, of course. So seeing now everything coming to fruition on the movies is really a dream come true for many fans. Now, will they be able to accomplish this in the games? I believe so. This game really had a lot of good things to offer. Mainly the story was fantastic. They did an excellent job in the story. There's a couple things here and there that I didn't like, but it wasn't anything big. I like that they set this in the future, so you don't have to worry about things that hasn't happened yet or if that sort of stuff. You just play moving forward, and you don't have to worry about an origin story. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It also gives a lot of freedom for the Avenger game that is coming up. Will it be set in the same time, maybe before, maybe after? That gives you a lot of freedom to build characters however you like. Even if this game builds certain things, if the Avengers game, for example, happens in a different time period, then we don't have to worry about plot holes because it hasn't happened yet, or it already happened. And I think that's one of the things that you can do better on video games that you really cannot do in movies. Movies is a different medium, and of course this kind of game, for example, a lot of people were talking about how this is probably one of the best representations of Peter Parker, Spider-Man they ever had. And the reason for that is you don't have as much freedom in other mediums such as movies or TV shows. You have 30-minute episodes or 2-hour movies, and that really doesn't summarize the way that Peter Parker should be portrayed. That they did an amazing job in the game. Not only Peter Parker, Spider-Man was fantastic really funny. But I digress. Going back to what I was saying, this medium for video games really does serve as a good way to build multiple stories or build an overarching story that can go from multiple games. And Silver Sables here in the game, and maybe they can be builds for another game. Who knows? There's a lot of a lot of things that video games can offer in the storytelling perspective, and I feel like that's definitely something that I'm very happy about. You see this on the Batman games. The Batman games were great. The Arkham games brought a lot to the table, and this were, maybe we're entering a superhero video game genre renaissance. Maybe this might be the beginning, and this is something that is so good to be excited about. Definitely not all mechanics work. There were some issues that the game had, some slower area, but overall the game just played fantastic. I would like other games not to play like this one. This one was great because it's Spider-Man, and it just serves as a good way. The way that Spider-Man moves, the way that Spider-Man feels. Everybody said and everybody mentioned this game makes you feel like Spider-Man, but maybe the next game that comes out, Iron Man or Thor or any game that comes out of the Avengers, I hope that it makes you feel like Iron Man. I hope that they are able to capture that essence that makes every superhero unique. Will they be able to do it? I'm not sure if they will. I'll will like to have a look at my crystal ball, see how that can happen, but for now I am very excited for this new franchise. I feel like there is a lot of things that can happen well, and things that can go bad as well, but I'm fairly positive about this. I am very impressed the way that they handle the character. They really did a lot of research. The story had so many details that fans of Spider-Man or fans of the comics, Marvel in general, will enjoy. Even if you don't think that Spider-Man is your favorite superhero, the game definitely offers something for Marvel fans, even movie Marvel fans. I am very excited to see where this goes, and I hope everything goes well for them. I really wish them the best of the best with this new franchise. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's a little bit shorter than the other ones. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the game, and I'm very excited for this franchise moving forward, and I hope that it can deliver in many different aspects. I would like to see more of the Avengers, maybe something like they did with the Marvel movies, where they divided the games instead of just having an Avengers video game coming out after this one. Maybe an Iron Man game or a Thor game, or Doctor Strange will be a good game to have. Oh, maybe the Guardians of the Galaxy will be also another game that I would like to see. That will be very interesting. I haven't seen a game that will play like Guardians of the Galaxy, so definitely something that I would like to try. Well, if you have any property of Marvel that you think will be really good in video games, just comment below and let me know about it. Thanks so much for watching, and you have a good day.